Just pull these guys back here.
Yeah. Alright, George. Alright, we'll go back and grab these flame walkers. And that should be enough space to deal with Shanox.
Yeah, we have we have a shit ton of space to deal with Shadowhawks.
Nah, I don't think there's enough room, dude.
Oh, true.
I thought we were just doing this for the rep.
Yeah, that too.
Works for me.
This is our first run in here, so might as well. Kill the Cod Riders first, guys. We might pull the big guy. No, we're fine.
He's distracted.
Oh, nice. Fucking love rogues.
You're welcome.
Keep pulling up.
No, you're welcome. You just grip him, you nerd.
Maybe.
You said you didn't want to do Shadowhawks next?
Yeah, we will do Shanox next. Do you want to start explaining it?
Sure. So he's got 2 doggos and oh fuck, the whole fight's different. I don't know what is it.
Yep. Kill the dogs.
Yeah. So we're
Watch the road.
yeah. So Shanox, he's got a doggo named Riplim and a doggo named Rageface. Rageface is going to periodically choose somebody and he's just gonna fucking jump at them. He's gonna pounce on them and it needs to be broken out of that pounce by somebody that does like was it 35k or something like that in one hit. It's a guaranteed crit.
30.
30. Okay. That will probably gonna be Olus with like a fulmination earth shock or a lava burst. Either one. It's
You're Demo, right?
yeah, we could do it too. But yeah, I'm just gonna have Bolus do it, I think, because you can also move with lightning bolts and stuff. So after you break it out, he's gonna start chasing you. There's gonna be a bunch of traps on the ground that he throws at people. There's 2 of them. There's immolation traps and there's crystal traps. The crystal traps will freeze them in a block of ice. So you need to run the dog over those. Don't run them over the immolation traps because that will give him a debuff that he can't hit other traps for a couple seconds. The traps will also affect us too, so don't step on those, anybody. The immolation traps are going to nuke you, and the crystal traps are going to freeze you and are really hard to break out, so don't step on those. That's pretty much Rage Face. So the second dog is Riplim. Riplim's going to be the off tank. They're going to take them out to what's that diamond out there, and they're going to kind of hold him out there. And every so often, Shanox is going to throw his spear at the dog. So when he throws that spear, you can see a circle on the ground. You need to run towards square as fast as you can, because once the spear lands, Riplim's going to go grab it, and he's going to bring it back to Shanox. And you need that time to drop stacks that both Riplim and Shanox are going to put on you guys. Put a bleed. So ideally, you want Riplim to run over a crystal trap so you can drop the stacks for both the main tank and the off tank. That's kind of hard to do. It's easier to do when he comes back, but if you can run him into one when he throws the spear, if it's close by, try and do that. Shanox, the main tank, is going to have over kind of towards X and triangle over here. They're going to kind of move him between the 2. And he does frontal cleaves, so don't be in front of him. And he will throw the traps at people. So he's going to be moved pretty frequently. He's going to be kind of a mobile boss. He's going to be moved between those two to try and get away from the traps. And then he's going to do the same thing that Riplum does and apply the bleed to the main tank. So that'll only happen when he has the spear, not when he throws it. He just kind of punches you. On normal mode, he's going to enrage when each dog dies. It's a 30% increase in attack speed and damage. So you need to kind of kill them all pretty close to each other. The dogs do a similar thing when he dies. So we want to get Shanox to like almost 30% and then finish the dogs and then kill Shanox. So that's what we're going to kind of do. We're going to kind of nuke Shanox down to say 40-ish% and then hard switch to the dogs. Whichever one's lowest, we'll just kill that one. Or I guess we'll get them both down low enough to try and kill them together. Or we kind of call that out, depending on their health. There's going to be a lot going on, so I don't blame you if you missed a lot of that. But I'll try and call stuff out as it goes.
Just TLDR. If you see it, if the rage face jumps on someone and your job is to break them out of that, do your crit and then kite them into a crystal trap. Don't kite
Yes.
them into an immolation trap. And avoid stepping in any of the traps. The crystal trap is really obvious. Galen, can you shoot an a fire trap real quick on the ground? It looks like that. Don't step in these. The crystal trap, the one you want to guide him into, looks like this, but red.
They look very similar. Olus, if you get targeted by the pounce and you're stunned like that, just call it out really quickly because it does ramping damage basically until you die. So somebody else has to break you out really quickly.
Cool. Everybody good?
I stepped away. Can you explain it all again, please?
Okay.
Please.
Well, we're gonna let him
Don't step
go
on.
around one more time. So
Oh, one more time.
I can distract him, give us time.
Yeah, that works. Do that.
you can, yeah.
No, we're not, because he's immune to it.
I don't know if you can, but
Nah, beginner.
TLDR for the whole raid. Don't step on traps. And listen for the call on which target to hit.
yeah, if you get caught in a trap, we have to break you out, or you get absolutely nuked. All right. Raid, try and stay stacked up somewhat if you can, like around here. A ground effect will happen. Just dodge that. So dodge the ground effects and dodge the traps. Ground effect looks like a big swirly fire thing.
Wait, what's the triangle for?
Triangle is for
So you're gonna be.
in between X.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Got it.
Otherwise, there's going to be a huge cluster of traps, and you're going to have a bad time.
Can I eat the traps with AMS or no?
Probably not,
Okay.
because that's going to put you either in an ice block or it's going to make you take 40% more fire damage and a whole.
Well,
bunch of
I
extra
just meant
damage.
for like the immolation traps.
It goes through it.
Oh, that's stupid.
A lot of damage. The other thing for the two tanks, they can't be more than I think it's 80 yards apart. Otherwise, they attack like 3 times as fast. So don't pull Rip Limb too far away.
Easy enough. Alright, get in position. George, hop on X. Start the timer at that second.
Like this? Hopping?
Yep.
Although I feel like it's more of a skip that I do.
Sure. Oh, but save like IBF in your big cooldown for when he goes into his enrage. Or at least use it at the beginning so it's ready at the end.
Like after 30, right?
Well, he's gonna take. He's gonna do 30% more damage per dead dog. So.
Wait, who's taking Rip Limb?
I am.
Okay. When he goes to pick up his spear, like as soon as he turns around, chains of ice him.
Okay. Easy enough. Okay, here we go.
Get Ripplem out of there. Spear coming out. Change the Bison.
Dog is coming in.
Bison just get far away. He's got to drop stacks. Nice.
Careful, melee.
Break them out of that. Oh, never mind. That's rage face.
Spicy run.
They're still behind melee.
Cool.
I'm moving him a little bit more.
You're good. Spear's coming in.
All right, stop on Shanox. Start DPSing Rage Face. Okay, switch to Ripplem.
Stop damage on rage face. Pull flame alley. Everything.
You don't need to pull it. You can just flame shock now.
I have really high stack too.
They come through an immolation once, so we kill them faster.
Mhm.
Do that next. I need to drop these bleed stacks though. I might die here. Oh fuck. Oh, that hurt.
Shanox got to 30%.
Dorge, watch Shanox's health. And once he's at like 30%, or sorry, once he's at like 40%, just call to stop all damage. Or really, you're just doing white damage if nothing else.
Okay.
We're probably gonna have to stop on Shanox at like 45% instead of 40%. We're pretty close. We just need to get those two dogs at like 10% or so, and then just nuke them as hard as possible. That's when we'll pop hero.
Yeah.
Because we'll nuke them and then turn to Shanox and kill them.
Otherwise, good job. That was very well
Yeah,
done
super
with
close.
mechanics.
I'll probably call to kill Riplim first instead of Rage Face next time, because we do still need to have bullets be able to break Rage Face out when he jumps on people.
Mhm. Jay, Gal, eat food.
Yeah, that thing was covering it up. I couldn't find it.
Oh, you're good.
I'll be ready though. I'm good.
Gal, food. Gal,
Sorry, what was that?
eat food.
Oh, right. Yeah.
Sorry, we'll let him run around. Anyone have any questions on what we're doing here? It look pretty solid. So. Oh, Tio,
Other
can you
than
put down another soul drop or soul stone thing?
so there's nothing really I can do when Rageface decides to use me as a chew toy, right?
No.
Yeah,
Nope,
no,
that's
it's part of the
that's
mechanic.
Olus's job. Yeah, Olus will break the people out when he jumps at them, and then he'll chase Olus.
Did anyone go down there before we hit that enrage?
Mm-mm.
Galen did it towards the end. He got jumped on and wasn't broken out fast enough. That's because we were all kind of hard focused on Rip them.
That was like 3 seconds before the enrage.
Yeah.
So to make it kind of easier, Rage Face will have his area be between X and Star. Rip Limb between Star and Diamond. Rip Limb is the one that grabs spears. Rage Face is the one that, eats your face. Is that easier? If that just where everybody should be during that time. Healers, y'all kind of just float.
Yeah, looks good. People were in range and not stepping on traps, so that's good.
Nice. Alright. Get in position. Ready to go. Oh, Tia, you good? I noticed you said you were not here. Alright, cool. Do a pull 10 at that curve. And here we go.
Try for the trap melee.
Rip Limb is coming back with the spear.
Crystal trap by melee.
He's coming in with the spear. Get ready, Torch.
Careful
All right,
melee.
everyone, swap to Rip them.
Get Gal up. George, cat him towards X. If you can. Ooh, he's in an MO trap.
It's fine.
All right, everybody probably want to stop on Rip.
Yeah, swap the rage face.
It's on J. Spear coming out.
Is it 40?
Okay, just white damage on him now.
No, you're good.
What do you fucking mean? Oh, he has a trap on him. Okay. Watch your feet. Nice. Alright, we're gonna kill him at the same time.
Don't put him in crystal.
Pop hero.
George, get ready to.
Nuke him down.
George, start building stacks.
Kill Ripplim. And nuke Shadowx.
Everything you got. Watch your
So
feet.
watch out for traps.
George, move him. Pull him towards Beth if you can.
Towards where?
Spider. The spider boss. Nice.
Good shit, guys.
Hell yeah.
Very well done. Alright. Please
Oh,
need
congrats,
on
man.
the
Guys.
embers.
Needing on the ember.
Nice offhand.
Sure
Yeah.
is.
Oh, hey, congrats on the
Dagger.
dagger. That's huge.
About damn time.
Oh, I thought that's
Can
what
you do
meant.
landslide?
Yeah, I got you. You don't need a reforge or anything?
Oh, psst. I got the better loot off of them.
Actually, don't have the mats. Brandy, do you have the mats?
For landslide.
You can grab them out the guild bank if you don't.
I need to reload my enchanting things and working for some reason. But I might.
Don't worry, Olus. The guild is paying for your sands.
No, 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 no. Make him pay for it. Make him work for something for once.
I know, right? Oh, yeah? Man's about to hoe himself out.
Oh, see?
Oh, Dorge, these overseers slap like a fucking truck, so you and I have to eat the cleave.
Okay, the
We
big
have to
guys
stand
are
on each
bad.
other, basically.
Hot.
You have the stuff, Brandy?
For what was it? Landslide?
Landslide.
I need one more crystal and one heavenly shard.
I have
Oh,
a
wait.
heavenly shard.
I got the crystal.
Alright, cool.
Oh, just kidding. I can't disenchant that offhand.
I got you. The crystals, I got 3 of them right here.
And then you have the shard.
Yeah. Are you doing it, Brandy, or Spicy's doing it?
Brandy's
I
doing
can do it. Give me.
Thank you.
Yeah,
Yes, sir.
the offhand's PoE.
Yeah.
Who won
Oh.
that, by the way?
That was me.
Oh, nice. Congrats.
Thank you.
I'm gonna grab these Centurions and Beast Handlers. Kill the Cauterizer.
I almost feel like Shanax is harder on normal than it is on heroic, to be
I know,
honest.
right? Like the mechanics are way more complicated on normal. Full totems. Okay, so this one's gonna hurt. Just heads up.
Okay. Are you sure?
Oh yeah, I'm sure. What, the heal?
Yeah, it's the initial burst.
Yeah, that one fucking sucks. We're gonna grab these guys too. Kill the trainees.
And that's fun. That's fun.
Oh god, yeah, me too. I can't fucking reach anyone. There we go. My whole build is based off of slapping people. It's kind of hard to heal myself when I can't slap people. Alright, we're gonna grab that overseer right after this torch, so actually give second for Gal to get mana.
Oh, nice.
Great, Galen, you suck. I hate you.
Hell yeah, dude. That's huge. Man, we fucking
I think there's a
getting
ton
your
of
ass
BOEs in
I
this place.
swear, if he gets the pole arm too, I'm leaving.
Alright, I'm gonna pull him. Torch stack, please.
Don't jinx me with the pole arm. Wait for it.
Polearm's the only melee weapons a hunter will use.
They can use swords too. Or actually, they can use
Well,
everything.
we can use
Well,
anything except for maces.
Yeah, that's
I know they can, but is a polearm the only one they will actually use?
Pole arm or staff.
yeah. No daggers or anything if that's what you're worried about.
Yeah, because dual wielding doesn't.
Alright,
But
Galen, you're gonna take one for the team here since you keep getting geared. You're gonna run all the way up there, make sure that big flame boy runs back, and then you're gonna feign death. Or you're just gonna die, and then we're gonna res you, alright?
Okay, one out.
Yep, get on your mount and sprint. All the way. Everybody else back up a little bit so you don't get hit in combat.
get him, get him, get that hunter.
Alright, you're allowed to die now. No, no one else go up yet. No one else go up.
Aw,
He needs to die first.
bye forever, Galen.
And they'll all run down and despawn.
Well, if he didn't die. Yeah, but they should all run down and despawn.
Yeah, they're going down.
Yep.
There we go.
Let's wait for that wave.
Everybody mount up. Yeah, because these little guys don't even have a loot table, so it doesn't matter.
You just despawned his polearm.
True.
Oh no.
There's one left. Kill that one left.
You got him. Alright, everybody clump up on the right side here. Get off the road. Don't pull the big guy.
You get the little one. Thank you.
Now watch your feet on this, because he'll spawn a volcano. Just don't stand in it. Kill those lava spawns before they finish counting down. Alright, so he has a really, really far aggro radius, so don't go past that red marker.
Okay, this guy is the big walking man. As you can see, he's got a left foot and a right foot. He's going to continue moving forward the entire time. The only way we can turn him is by focusing fire on his feet. So think of it like a pivot foot. So the more damage you do to like the left foot, he'll pivot from that foot and spin on that one. So if we're gonna drive him, we need to hit specific legs. The reason we need to drive him is because if he hits this lava out here, it's basically an instant wipe. It's just going to nuke the entire raid and we all die. The other reason we need to drive him is because he's going to spawn these little volcanoes throughout the room. They're going to be dormant for a little while, and then they'll activate. And the activation, we need him to run over it because it'll decrease his armor. As you can see, he has a buff right now that obsidian armor takes a whole bunch of reduced damage. We don't want to run over the dormant ones because I believe it increases the armor. There's going to be a whole bunch of little ads that spawn throughout the fight. The main tank, which I think is Dorge for this one, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so Dorge, you're going to pick up. They're like a bigger ad.
The spark.
They're like a big fire elemental thing. Yeah, the big spark. And you're just going to kind of take those away from the group. It still needs to die because it'll ramp up damage over time, but it pulses damage around it, so don't be near it. Other people will have the range kind of chain lightning off of his foot and kill it and cleave off of it. Who wants to do the driving for this one? So Spicy, didn't you say you wanted to do that? Spicy.
Spicy.
Well, I'm gonna have. I think he might be AFK right now, or whatever, but I'm gonna have him drive it. Or I will, depending on how much healing is going to go out. There's a couple other things. So the volcanoes are gonna every so often do kind of like a little line from them, a few little lines, and it's like a fire wave kind of thing. Don't step on that; does a lot of damage. The other thing he's gonna do is he's gonna periodically just do a big stomp, and it's gonna do a whole bunch of AOE damage. That's just kind of the healer's job to AOE heal through that. I believe on normal there's still the little obsidian puddle things that move towards him from the sides. You don't really have to worry about them. They'll just kind of get chain lightning. The biggest thing with this fight is just driving him, make sure he doesn't run in the lava, and to run over the active volcanoes. Once you get okay, are you good to drive this thing? Okay. The other thing is once he gets to 25%, I believe it is, he strips off all of his clothes, goes naked, sits down, and then he'll start pulsing a whole bunch of damage. And Dorge, you'll pick him up because he'll actually move around and follow the tank at that point. That's when we're just gonna straight up burn him. He'll die pretty quickly. It takes a whole bunch of extra damage during that phase. So we'll try and pop hero probably around like 30-ish%, so we can get to it and then straight through it. And that's the whole fight.
I'm gonna go ahead and have a quick 5-minute break. Just go to the bathroom, stretch, ready for this.
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
Come back ready.
How much time's left on break?
Two and a half minutes.
I'm gonna go reforge.
Hello. How's everyone feeling tonight?
Super horny. I mean, I'm good.
Oh God. Okay.
Tired.
The Pantheon spirits. Lingering after their demise.
If there's no proc, we now do, which is basically our obliterators lit up like this from the killing machine, remember, and that is meaning that we're going to get 100% bonus to critical strike chance on your next obliterate. If we have that proc, then we're going to use our obliterate, or if we have one frost and unholy.
Wow.
Whenever Tio's back, can you summon me?
Yeah, for sure. All right, this is just to see who's back. Sick. Don't forget red here. We'll hit the road.
2 questions.
What's up?
2 answers.
During the driving phase, do I not touch him at all?
You can.
You-
You don't have to.
Yeah, you
Okay.
you can just kind of listen to the call out of the driver for which foot to attack.
Okay.
I'll have to deviate the like default position so we can be able to go in a straight line. But
Yeah.
if there's not fragments or the spark, then yeah, just hit him.
Okay. And then for the second phase, does he need to be anywhere specific or
Nope, doesn't matter.
no? Just okay.
Yeah.
Second phase, you can
Um,
go boss, you just kite him around. Don't actually kite him around, just hold him in one spot.
Okay.
Let's see. We have a pretty decent split between melee and range, so we can just have melee on the right foot and ranged on the left foot. They have names, so yeah, melee on right foot, range on left foot. So when we call for like default, like when Spicy says, default, then just go back to your original legs so we can move him straight. Otherwise, Spicy will call right leg or left leg, depending on which one you need to do more damage to, so we can turn him in that direction.
I just want to make sure of something. I'm pretty sure if he hits a inactive volcano, I'm pretty sure it still does damage, or it still decreases this thing, but not near as much as an active volcano. I don't know why it's not showing here. Oh, there we go.
That's the obsidian armor. It reduces his armor by 10% every time he steps on an active volcano.
Okay. Alright, cool. Everybody ready?
Ready, Freddy?
Alright, everybody please, no shit, that's the wrong one. Everybody please try and stay stacked on triangle, range mainly. Melee is going to be on the feet. Dorge, when the shard comes out, or the spark rather, the really big one, he does AoE damage, so all range are going to have to focus that on diamond. Or rather, just two, so pumpers.
So pull him to the range, got it.
Yeah. Pull him to diamond, and range is going to gun it down.
Yeah, he'll either spawn the spark or like 4 or 5 fragments. Fragments can just be pulled underneath the feet and killed.
Alright. Here we go. Oh, I don't have a countdown on you, George. Alright. I hit the correct foots. On default right now. Alright, everybody on right foot. Watch your feet, guys. Everybody on right. We're gonna go hard right here. Gonna turn around basically. Alright, default. Straighten up. A little bit on left foot and then hard right foot again. Alright, hard right foot. Everybody on right foot. Looking good. Guys, AoE down these ads, please. Dorge, take the spark out. 2 range.
Those little glowing lines, don't be standing on those.
Alright, keep focusing right foot. Alright, default. Everybody go back to your default feet. Range, AoE down, or not AoE, but target down that spark. Alright, everybody on left foot aside from those 2 range. Heavy on the left foot. Watch your feet, guys. Magma line's coming out. AoE down these fragments. If you pull threat, just bring it into the left foot range. Alright, defaults. Alright, we're gonna bring him forward a little bit. Alright, everybody on right foot. Right foot, right foot. We're gonna pull a big Yui here. Watch your feet, those magma lines hurt. Alright, defaults. When he's done with his stomp, just go back defaults. Everybody, actually a little heavier on the left foot. Galen, target down those spark specific, or fragments, please. Okay, heavy on the right foot again. We're gonna straighten them out. Everybody on right. Hard right turn. those ads down. Heavy on the right. Gonna pop a Yui again. Okay.
All right, pop hero.
Alright, Dorch.
Nuke him. Stack up behind him.
Good job, guys.
Nice, good job, guys.
Oh. Fuck you, Galen. Please tell me you didn't already equip it.
The other one's better because you can upgrade it.
Oh,
Yeah, so you can have this one.
well, I don't want it. I'm a okay, you nerd.
Well, no, but
You don't need it, and I
maybe
do.
Red can
Yeah, there we
upgrade
go.
it.
Hell yeah. Rats, Red. I'm getting geared out today. Theo, you don't want that? I know it has spirit, but the mastery's good. Okay.
It would only be good for a mastery swap set.
Yeah. Oh, now he wants it.
Stupid. Man, you call yourself a demo.
Good shit, guys.
I need a swap. Yeah, this is going great so far.
I rolled need on that, but if anybody actually
I
wants
don't believe you.
it, please just ask.
Yeah, Gal, can you give that to Tio, please?
Can you guys hear me?
Yeah, I can hear
Yeah,
you.
Can you
Tio
guys
is.
hear me?
Can you give it to CUN?
okay, yeah.
No.
Hey, Dorch.
We're gonna. Oh, George, you need a sec?
He's DCing you.
Oh, I see.
No.
Hello.
Hi.
You want to kill this pack of Flame Walker people?
Yeah, just big heals on me, please. Solo is gonna hurt a little bit. Kill the cauterizers first, guys.
Hello.
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 Okay, there we go. Fuck's sake.
Welcome back. Hellhounds next, please.
No, I'm still fucking DCing. What the fuck?
Ooh, big heals. We're good. Alright. B Sanders. Good shit on
Um,
what the fuck?
Why are you giving it back?
Oh, okay. Yeah, no worries. He doesn't want it. He doesn't want it. Congrats on the upgrade.
Thank you very
Okay.
much.
Okay, before we run into this room over here with Ellis Resort, two people are going to run over and they're going to sit on those birds. I don't really care who it is, but they're just going to turn towards each other and gun each other down. Everybody else needs to kill these egg piles. They're going to spit out a whole bunch of people. So I guess we can just kind of go to the left egg pile first.
Yeah. Also, this guy and this guy need to be interrupted until they die. So I'll pull them over to the left egg pile first, but please interrupt them as many times as you possibly can. Olus, I'm looking at you mainly.
I'll grab triangle.
Okay, let's go. Alright, AoE these guys down, guys.
Ouch.
Yep, the birds.
People in the
right.
birds got to move them.
It takes time.
Yep. Alright, picking up Brandy.
Bro, there should be like a green arrow if you aim, like, scroll over near his neck.
Did you get it, Brandy?
No.
Okay, hold on. Don't take it yet. Okay. If you get aggro on something, please bring it to a tank. These will have to-
Kill the other egg pile.
Sorry, Jay.
What?
Is that
I'm
sorry?
alright.
Okay.
The
It's all
directions in
good.
that bird are confused now. I pressed left until it got over to this bird, and now anytime I press left, it goes right instead. Now he switched back. This is a stupid bird.
Quote of the day. This is a stupid bird.
To be fair, birds don't have thumbs. They can't do the whole like left and right thing.
Alright,
Cool.
finish up this bird here that's still alive.
Smart bird.
Sick, nasty.
And no one important died.
Okie doke. I know Major Domo standing there, but this one is actually Alyss Resor, big bird. This one has kind of a couple parts to it. So first, what's going to happen is we're going to hit Major Domo, and he's going to do a little kind of cinematic thing. He's going to do a little speech, and then we're going to want to get out of the middle because Alyss Resor is going to come through and claw the shit directly down the center. Don't be in front of it; it's going to kill you. He'll also drop some feathers on the ground, so we're going to need a couple people to go up and grab those feathers. You need 3 feathers, and then you'll be able to fly. So we're probably going to have, probably the first one be
Specifically range, who's gonna
red. Okay. Yeah, who wants to be my? We'll probably have 3 people flying, I would think, on 10 man.
Just 2.
Is it just 2? Okay.
And then the healers are gonna each grab 1 feather.
Who wants to be my 2 pumpers that fly up and kill the boss?
Is it beneficial for any class over one another?
Yeah, so it's
Uh,
haste, mainly.
Haste. Yeah, so Olus, though, haste is really good for shamans, so that works. And then
It's good for hunters too.
True. Yeah, sure. We'll just have Olus and Galen go up. So the first, like I said, he's going to come down the center. He's going to drop some feathers. The first person we'll send up, I guess, will just be Olus. So he'll grab the first 3 feathers, and then Galen, you'll grab the next 3 feathers, and you'll fly up. Everybody else, there's going to be these like acolyte people or whatever they're called. They're like initiates. They're going to fly in as birds, and they're going to land as humans on the edges of this room. You're going to want to interrupt their cast as much as possible, and then just gun them down. That's your entire job. They're going to shoot out little brush fires that are just going to kind of scoot across the ground randomly. Just don't walk over them. Fire bad, they'll kill you. The other thing that's going to happen is after a little while, there's going to be 2 big birds, and they're going to drop eggs in the center. Each tank is going to pick one of the eggs, and it's going to spawn a big hatchling. The person that's closest to the egg will automatically get aggro of the hatchling and get a huge buff. So the tanks are basically just going to be the only ones really killing those, unless people kill the initiates fast enough. Then you can just use your DPS and kill the birds. But the birds, they get hungry after a couple seconds, so they need to eat worms. So if they don't eat, they're going to enrage and be really big and angry and do a lot of damage. So you need to drag them over these worms that are going to spawn kind of in the center of this arena here. And they're going to spin around in a circle and shoot a lava breath. Obviously, don't stand in the lava breath. That's going to hurt, and that's going to kill you. That goes for everybody. But the...
This is where the worms will spawn. George, if
Yes.
you want to get the ones closest to him right now, basically just hold him here. Sorry to interrupt, but George,
Yeah, you're good.
You're gonna hold the bird here, and when he gets the angry buff, or not the angry buff, but the sad buff, you'll be able to tell he has a little face on the side of his health bar. And when he gets sad, start kiting him towards this. He's gonna have a big enraged thing and gets big and red. But then make sure you're already on him by the time he's big and red, and he'll eat the worm and he'll be fine. Just slowly but surely kite him to the other one so he can eat the other one before he enrages again. And by that time,
Yep.
you should have killed him.
That's pretty much your whole job until the last phase. But like Red said, the flyers, so Olus and Galen, once you guys get up in the sky, you're going to be chasing around this big bird. It's going to be flying in a circle. There's going to be rings up there that she drops You're going to need to go through that because that'll refresh your flying time, and it'll give you a stacking buff that increases your haste. And I believe at like max stacks, it gives you like a 75% chance to crit.
Yeah.
So you really want that. Don't drop stacks or you'll fall out of the sky and you'll likely die.
You'll definitely die because that happened to me.
The other part of the fight is periodically after the big hatchlings are dead, it's gonna spawn a big like fire tornado thing in the center. It's like a big fucking lava pool, and he's gonna fly around in the sky. Everybody needs to come down for that, I believe, and then there's gonna be a whole bunch of tornadoes, and they spin in a circle around the lava pool. So it helps when you kind of go top down and strafe in and out. It's similar to the smoke pools in Yogg Saron, if you remember that, how it kind of rotates around the center, but they're very fast. So try not to get hit by those, they will hurt. You can melee a last resort during that because it kind of comes lower. So keep DPSing that. And if there are excess feathers on the ground, you can grab them and they'll give you a big movement speed bonus for like, I don't know, a minute or so, which helps dodge the tornadoes.
If you do grab a feather, only grab one.
Right.
You don't want to start flying.
Another thing I forgot to mention, periodically throughout the fight, he's gonna come down on the ground and kind of claw through the center like he does at the beginning of the fight, you'll see. So don't be in front of him for that. It'll just make the shit out of you and kill you. Once he gets to, or I think after the fire phase, he's gonna like overheat or whatever, and he's gonna fall down to the center of the area, and he's gonna be vulnerable. So that's when we're gonna pop hero and we're gonna nuke the shit out of him. His time in that defenseless phase is dependent on two ads that spawn on the sides where diamond and star are. Those ads can be gripped in, and they're going to cast like ignition or something like that. That needs to be interrupted as soon as possible whenever you see it, because the longer they get to cast, the shorter he's in that nuke phase. And then
last but not least, Raid should be standing once we get to the last phase where he's flying in front of us and he's just slowly stacking damage onto the tank. The Raid should be standing behind him, because otherwise he does a huge cleave that will kill everyone instantly. So when we get into that phase, Brandy will probably say stack, and then George or me will be on this side, taking it.
And that's it. That's the whole fight. It's gonna look really confusing, but we'll just call things out as it goes. Yeah, so the first phase, Olus and then Galen will grab the feathers and go up, hit the rings. Everybody else kills the initiates. Then dodge tornadoes when they appear. Nuke when he goes into the center, and then stand behind him in the last phase and nuke.
Damn it.
We are. Nice.
The rings up there, do they disappear when somebody uses them, or do they stay kind of semi-permanent?
As long as both
See.
go through it at the same time,
Yeah,
will
like
both give you the buff. But you need to both be basically on top of each other the entire time.
No, you still get the full 3 seconds. They go away
Yeah.
fast, but it doesn't go away as soon as someone goes through. You got 3 seconds from when they spawn. So you want to be close to her tail, just don't get in front of her. And they can be above and below her too, but they'll be close.
Everybody can kind of start over here by star. We're gonna get pushed back. Or we're gonna get gripped in, I guess, and then pushed back, but don't want to be standing in the center at the beginning. Other than that, if anybody has any questions, speak now. Otherwise, we're good.
All right, George, welcome up.
No, Tio.
Oh, okay. After Tio's in position, welcome up.
Yes, Olus, you are PPing up there. Your entire job is to kill Elisazor as fast as possible. So pump.
You just have to hit him once, George.
I'm gonna hit him more than once.
His ass, George.
Aw, he knocked me back.
If you do want a pre-pot while you are being pushed back in the air. You're not technically in combat yet. And you can melee the bird, like right off the bat. He has a huge
It's good. Yeah, massive hitbox.
midair. And now
There's Big Bird. Go to star.
start hitting him. Alright, flyers grab the feathers. Start killing
Kill the
all those
initiates.
flyers. Eggs are coming down. Kill the other initiate. George, get in position. You need to be the closest one to the egg, George. No one else can be close.
Okay,
Because they can't be taunted.
got it.
The worms
Take care of
look
us.
like little can't remember what that boss is.
They're little magmas.
Yeah, they look like little maggots.
You'll see them.
Oh fuck, he ate that instantly.
Yeah, there they are.
Okay, well, this might be rough.
Oh,
Can't stand in the fire.
I didn't realize I speed fire. Okay.
Let's wipe it up. Get res protection, please.
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
Well,
Okay.
he can't be taunted.
Yeah. Wipe it up if you can.
Flyers fall down, please. Stand in fire.
Bitch, fireballed me as I.
Oh, did you get it?
No. I got fireballed as I went shadow meld.
Oh. Did we get res protection out or no?
Nope.
Okay. Run it back.
Calling people out again, I see.
Oh, am I doing something?
Yeah, the
Oh,
rings.
that rings. I would like you to do that in the other group, though.
Okay. I gotta figure out what.
I would not like you to do that in the other group.
I would like you to do that in the other group.
I gotta figure out what add-on is doing that. Or Weakor or something. Y'all should have your stuff by now, your belt or your cape, one of the two. Unlocked.
Use the cape for friendly.
Cape.
Rock guys respawn? Oh, they're probably tied to Bell Rock, huh?
Nothing should have yet. We're not 2 hours in.
There's definitely a lot of mobs around here.
Oh, those guys we definitely killed.
We just skipped them.
No, we killed all those.
No,
guys.
we killed
No, we-
Shannocks over by those two.
Yeah, we killed a bunch of these.
Yeah, I guess Balrock is tied to the Fire Lords and the Surgers. It's weird that they respond so fast, though. Okay. Grab Feast.
Getting another cauldron.
Yep, I'll drop it in a second.
One.
I had to get my buff, you weird.
One, 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 one.
What the heck is a one?
One is the loneliest
1
number.
second.
What do you say?
1 second is going.
Oh,
Yeah.
Anything
So I was just,
kind of
timing you.
stack up on Star when we're all buffed and ready.
there is a lot of damage that comes out from those bird storage, so don't be afraid to pop cooldowns and be death striking basically as much as you can.
Yeah, they only really hurt when they do their enrage, or if you're standing in fire. So you're gonna have to watch out for the little brush fire thing scooting across the ground, and don't get brazen by the worms.
Jay, grab a flask if you haven't already.
Okay, so I have a question about the worms.
Mhm.
So, are they spinning around and like both flame jets will be facing each other at the same time?
It's random. They'll just like start in one direction and then they just spin in a circle slowly.
Okay.
I think they all spin clockwise.
Okay.
Ready, check. This is the pull. Alright, you're good. Alright, George, double click that feather.
Aw.
Yep.
That's not as fun.
No.
Stack back up on Star.
Ready to beat him up? Beat him up. Everybody get in the happy green circle, please.
But I can't beat them up from there.
Oh, they're good. I can just drink during that's fine.
You can. You can hit him anywhere in the arena.
Anywhere?
Feather people,
Wow.
grab your feathers, get up there. Everybody else kill the initiates.
Get into position, guys.
You can also grip the initiates, by the way.
Oh, I tried it. They said they're immune.
George, get on him. Jay's
Oh,
gonna get
shit.
him. Jay, run away.
Got it. New initiates. Worms are coming up.
Jay.
The birds also do cleave, so don't stand in front of them. Other people. Get out of the center.
Pick up George if you can. Oh, fuck. Ollis is down. Ollis is gonna be our. Oh, never mind. Do you have honk up or no?
No.
When these hatchlings are down, should I be focusing them or the worms? Or
Don't touch the worms. It's just the.
You're just killing the initiates. That's all you're doing.
Don't
Okay,
worry about
sounds
the hatchlings. Tanks do 75% increase. Oh,
1,000.
1,000% increased damage. Yeah.
Yeah.
Fine.
Those are all.
Middle, by the way.
It's a wipe. Just everybody can just die. Yeah, the hatchlings are entirely just the tanks. Nobody really has to worry about that unless there's no initiates up. Then you can just shoot them if you have time. But your primary objective is killing the initiates. The faster they die, the less brush fires are scooting around.
George, I like to save AMS for those worms, specifically the fire breath.
Didn't work.
Where, like, I don't know where I'm supposed to go with them though, because with the freaking fire jets and the fire freaking coming from the initiates, like I don't.
You just gotta run around and kind of around the wall and dodge them, and then when you see them like enraged, be close enough to just run towards a worm, and it'll eat it.
Do you have boots, or do you have boost on that character?
No, I don't have engineering in this character.
Oh, that's fine.
But all you got to do is just dodge the brush fires and don't be in the worms, like fire jet.
Yeah, you get better with the rings that progresses. This is probably the most mechanically intensive normal fight. Everything else is super easy.
Outside of frag, yeah. That's kind of the only like dangerous part of the fight, in my opinion, is this phase with the worms and shit, all the brush fires. Once you get used to dodging those brush fires and not walking in front of the worm cone things, it's pretty simple from there on out.
So, like, for example, say these are the worms, right? And you have the bird in the middle. If this one on triangle is blowing fire, slowly but surely getting to you, just pull him basically, like, from here. Just pull him to this direction in a, like, preparatory to run him into square, right? But that way you're not eating fire in the face while you're also trying to inch him closer to the worm.
Yeah, honestly, I just pull them up against a wall until it's time for them to eat.
You see the anger bar, right? Like the satiated, hungry tantrum thing.
Oh, that's a blue circle above their head.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
at the beginning they're satiated because they've eaten, and then the blue means they're about to tantrum, and then tantrum they enrage.
Yeah, no, I understand that part.
Yeah. Well, oh yeah, but range, melee, everybody else, please stay out of the middle. That cleave will kill you.
Oh, I guess I should have mentioned this for the other healer and the tanks. The birds do a gushing wound thing. It's going to put a debuff on them, and it's just going to nuke the hell out of them. It's going to hit them for like a couple thousand every 0.2 seconds for a minute, but it'll go away when they drop below 50% health. So once that debuff goes away, then you can heal them back up. Forgot about that.
Always, you don't have to reflash yet, but just heads up. All right, Mr. Twister, on you. Free pot now. Put me in combat way earlier last time. Damn. Ready to start beating up the initiates? The last one.
Are eggs coming down.
Jesus.
Yeah, I just had to get in. I couldn't get to that guy.
You're good. As long as he's the one basically on top of the egg.
Yeah, sorry, I was a little close to it.
Birds eat a worm.
Jay, look out. Jay, don't fight this. Go fight the initiates on the side.
Okay.
One down.
Let's wipe it up. Stand in fire.
When you see them go big and red, you gotta pop a defensive and just beeline for a worm. Because they'll nuke you real quick.
Yeah, it's all physical damage. You have a dodge trinket or anything?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, pop it when they go purple, like they're about to go red.
No, I did pop it. It killed me before it enraged.
I gotcha.
Can I just stay up here and kill it?
No. This is gonna take forever.
Calm down and die, nerd.
You sure I can kill him?
You're not gonna be able to. You're not gonna be able to kill him.
100%, because the last phase, everybody comes down.
Yeah.
Alright. Run it back. Looks like the numbers are getting better for the rings. Y'all getting more comfortable with it?
There's lots of red and fire to see through.
For sure.
So, question: whenever the initiates, the first two,
Mhm.
so there's more that come after that.
Yes. Yeah, they'll keep spawning.
Okay, I didn't know that. I'm so sorry.
No, you're good.
All good.
I didn't realize that. So
That was more
that's
just
why I
saying.
was like,
So the birds that the tanks are attacking in the middle, the only reason
Yeah.
that we're able to do any damage on them, because they actually have more health than the boss. The only reason we can do more damage to them is because we do 1,000% more damage with the buff they give us.
hmm
So basically, if you attack it, then you're just wasting your time.
got it. Okay, I just was making sure. I didn't. I had the way I had my camera angled. I couldn't see that other guy, so I had no idea. So
Yeah, you're good.
my bad. I didn't realize.
Grab fish.
So do they just keep spawning?
Yeah.
Yep, they'll spawn endlessly until the second phase where he does the big fire tornadoes.
Okay.
It's very essential to make sure you're standing, or you're killing those ads, but you're also dodging the fires. As little damage as possible for the healers so they can focus on us because we're cool. I mean, because, save their mana. Yeah, that's why.
Yeah, it's pretty much all like all of the damage should be on the tanks. There shouldn't really be any other damage on the other people other than they do a little fireball, and if that's not interrupted, it's gonna hit somebody for a bunch of damage. So please try and interrupt that as much as possible. The initiates. That phase is all about the tank staying alive until the birds die. They get just try and pay attention to the like happy and sad buff on the birds. And once they get sad, start edging towards a worm so you can eat it real quickly.
Where is this happy and sad buff? Because I don't see that on them. I just see a blue circle above their head. That's all I see.
Oh, you're not
It's
seeing
like a
it at
big.
all?
No.
You mind sharing your screen with me real quick?
Sure.
I think it's actually a debuff on them, not a buff.
Yeah, that might be it too. Click on me?
You're not gonna have the buff.
Yeah,
It's
no,
not
just
gonna.
click on anyone, honestly. Okay. Where do your debuffs usually show, Torch? If you
Gath,
get a debuff.
My
put a
personal debuffs are up here.
put a power word shield on me real quick, and then just target me.
This is me.
What's up?
Brandylin is me.
You said
Oh,
put
sorry, yeah.
powered
Right.
shield up, but who's me?
Brandylin. There you go. So we can soul, so you can see the debuff. It should be right where that is.
So it'll go from yellow at the very beginning when you get him to purple and then to red. Make sure you start getting him there before he goes red. Or get him there before he goes red. That way you don't get him.
Okay.
All right. This is the pull. Throw a flask. On you, Mr. Twister.
Just want the record to show. I do not like this fight.
That's okay.
You like it on your hunter?
Hmm?
You like it on your hunter?
No.
Kick his ass. Beat up the birds. Healers, grab just one feather, please. You can move and cast with one feather. Eggs coming down. Do you see it now, Dorch?
Yeah, I see it. Nice. It fucking moves around.
Okay. Guys, stay out of the middle, please. Unless you're a healer. Oh, fuck. Yeah, that's my bad. I'm sorry, Gil.
Do the worms come back?
Yeah, eventually.
Yes, they will. They'll keep spawning in sets of 4 until the birds die.
God damn it. Yeah, just wipe.
That's an angry verse.
You know you're getting it though.
Yeah.
Just the only thing you got to do is just dodge the fire and eat the worms.
I do have long this time.
Sorry?
I have long.
Okay. Yeah, but that was good. It looked like everybody was on their A game there, so now we just kill it here. Take it home. Get a good look at the second phase. Or third phase.
Don't run back.
I ran in through the entrance just as you said. Don't run in.
Yeah, no worries.
Okay. We're back. We're lively. Door to feast real quick. Gal get back. We will be happy times.
Hey, Brandy, could you refresh your stream quick?
Sure. Yeah, this first phase is almost entirely on the tanks to just not die until the birds are dead.
Gotta stay a little bit more zoomed in. Alice Razor's fucking wing blocked my entire screen.
Ooh, fun.
I get a quick mite, brandy food, and we're good. Oh, and mage buff, please.
How did you miss that? Were you not here? Or
Yeah,
did
we're
I?
here.
Did I? Was it like a? What's the word? The word I'm looking for. No. Um. Premature.
Yeah, there you go. Okay. On you, Mr. Dorch.
Okay.
You good, gal?
Mm-hmm.
Hell yeah. Let's get it. Kill these initiates.
Eggs.
Eggs are out. Look out, gal. This cleave's gonna hurt you. Alright, moving over.
Get out of the center. Big heals on me, please. Good shit, healers. Nice. Get out of the center.
Galen, I'll get you in a second. Finish up your bird. Stay away from the birds in the middle. Good shit.
Finish up that last hatchling.
Nice. Okay, now we're just gonna repeat.
No, next is going to be the fire wave or the fire tornadoes.
Yeah, that's right.
Alright, who took all of the damn feathers?
Sorry, it's my job.
All right. So be out of the center and dodge tornadoes. Again, they rotate around the center, so kind of strafe in and out.
Ring people, you can hit the rings that are on the ground and maintain your buff. Just keep moving. Okay, phase 3.
All right. We're going to pop hero and pull the initiates in from the sides.
George, I got the right one. Get the left one.
Interrupt them as much as possible. And nuke Ballista Resort.
Interrupt the ignition, guys.
They're stunnable too.
Nice. Okay, phase 4. Raid, get on the opposite side, please.
Nope, it's back up.
Nope.
Oh, wait, no, yeah. My bad. Thought that was at a certain health point. Everybody's got to be behind it.
At this point, George, you would pop big cooldowns. Once I got to 8 stacks, you would taunt.
Okay.
And it would be dead. And then the whole thing repeats.
Yeah, it's my bad. I thought that phase was only at a certain health point. I didn't realize it just happens after that phase anyway.
Now I'll show y'all how to catch rings. No, I'm just kidding. I'm trying to die here.
Turn under the fire.
Or fly up and can't you drop the buff?
Oh, the fire does work. Nice. The flame wall. Alright, run it back. Alright, we got some good looks at that today. I think I'm gonna call it there and keep going on to Balerock. Because my ultimate goal today was to get Balerock down. So study up that fight for next week. And let's move on.
That one is one of the tougher ones on normal.
Make sure you repair before you go if you're broken.
Aren't 90% of us broken?
Say again?
True.
I said, aren't 90% of us broken?
Yeah.
I like the way you did math there, George.
Thanks. I like to math.
I know.
I don't believe you. Name all the maths.
I think it'll be faster to go the other way now instead of the bridge.
Yeah, for sure. See who wins. Tio went the other way because he's a nerd. Oh, he turned around. Oh, where's your dedication, Tio? Jeez.
Right? Commit, man. Commit.
These ad packs, we're gonna want to kill the subjugator as fast as possible, because the other guys take like no damage until that thing's dead. And then once they do, we kill the rest of them, and they're gonna spawn a big fire alley from the tornado that's in the center that they're channeling. We just kill that.
I put down a feast before.
Just do a little hop when you're ready.
So we can only... I forget, how do these fucking work? The animators?
So we're gonna drag. I'm gonna drag the subjugator to each animator so he can break the buff. Yeah, like this.
Oh, that's it. That's it. That's it.
And then
Everybody just kills the subjugator. Once the subjugator dies, all the animators become like damageable.
Pop off. I don't know who's back at the feast, but you betrayed us.
Kill the animator, not the subjugator.
Yeah, he's in rage right now, which breaks the bubble, which means you can do the damage early. Oh man, he's fucking 100 energy.
Yeah, I don't think it really matters. Pretty much gets 100 energy anyway.
Try not to stack here. Unless it'll help you healers.
It will help.
Oh.
It's a lot of AoE damage.
Never mind then. Everybody stack on those. Okay. So this one has a little bit of mechanics.
Really try it first. Yeah, I guess I can start explaining it. So this one is a very heavy healer fight. Healers and DPS kind of gotta communicate. So what's gonna happen is he's going to put a stacking buff or debuff rather on the tank that he's currently hitting, and it's going to keep increasing their maximum HP. And the reason for that is because he has another phase later on that he's going to do a big shadow slash thing, and it does 90% of their maximum HP with a minimum of 200,000 or 250,000. So they need to have enough HP to be able to soak that, and the healers need to be able to heal through that. So the way that we do that is he's going to put these little crystals on the ground. Those crystals are going to target the nearest person to them and just kind of channel a beam at them. That beam is going to do a whole bunch of damage, and it's going to stack a debuff on them that's going to do more and more damage. But whenever they're healed, the person that heals them gets a stacking buff, making them heal for a shit ton more.
Jump for these earthquakes, by the way.
So what we're going to do, me and Gal, is we're going to kind of coordinate. We're both going to be healing the tanks at the start, and then we're going to have to heal the person that is being zapped by the little crystal things. And we're going to have to switch off because the stacks are only going to last for so long, and we're going to need at least one of us to have the buff to be able to heal the main tank. So one of us is going to be healing the crystals, and then once the person that's healing the tanks stacks fall off, then the person that was healing the crystals is going to swap to the tank, and vice versa. So I'll try and call that out as best I can. The other thing is that we're going to need kind of two people that we trust to not die to the beams, because if you take too many stacks, you're just going to die. So I'll try my best to be able to do that, to kind of dip in and out with it. And depending on where the other beam thing is, I would like to have a ranged person do it because they can be in ranged or melee. So if me and like Olus can do it, since he can lightning bolt while moving too. I'll heal the crystal first if you want to focus on the tanks, and then from there I'll swap off one and tell you to heal the crystal.
We're gonna need a lot of throughput on certain parts.
Mhm.
George, call out when you feel like you're really getting trucked. You'll know like when you're below 35 and you're not getting above 35%.
Wait, say that again?
So you're gonna be getting absolutely trucked during a point in this fight. Call out when you need big heals. When you're like when your health is at 35% of your max, and you're not getting above 35%.
Okay.
He's going to go into a decimation blade. He has two blades. He's got Inferno Blade and Decimation Blade. Inferno Blade, he's going to hit you really, really hard for a bunch of fire damage. And the Decimation Blade is the one that does the maximum HP one. So that one we're going to have Spicy take it during that phase because he'll have around 300,000 HP. That way the healers aren't trying to heal, you know, 1,000,000 HP throughout that time. That only happens like once though, like once maybe twice. So it's not that often, but we do need him to get the first like 2 stacks that he has at least 250,000 HP.
So I'll call when to taunt Torch.
Okay.
Other than that, everybody else is just straight up gun and Bale Rock. There's nothing else that's happening. It's just the crystals and those decimation blades.
The crystal is likely to spawn in melee, so if you are closest to it, just know that you're currently getting stacks. Once you have the stacks, move out so you don't do the AoE damage to everyone around you. Okay.
How many stacks do you want to get out at?
So the buff goes in stacks of 3. So try and get out at like 9 stacks.
Okay, got it.
And then you want to let them completely fall off before you come back in. Right.
Let's give her a couple of shots.
Alrighty. I'm gonna pull, and then George, I'll tell you when. Here we go.
First shard out. It's in melee.
I got it.
Alright, George, stop.
No.
Death Strike is your best friend here, George. Keep yourself up at all times.
Someone else get in?
Oh shit.
Pick him up. You're good, George. Taunt when you can. You have the stack still. Big death strikes. Just constantly if you can. Alright. I'm about to taunt here. Alright, I got it.
Submission.
Big heals.
I can shard it.
Big heals, please. I'm down. Someone
Okay,
keep
Gelf.
trying to get
Heal
that
the
shadow melt.
heal the beam target's health.
Oh, bigger heals.
Yeah, so basically that's the fight.
I think that was on me.
Yeah, I didn't kick
It's hard for
a little bit.
yeah, it's hard for me to tell like where my stacks are going. So I just gotta get used to that.
The way we did it with Zwina is as soon as we were having trouble healing the tanks, we'd swap.
When the fuck did you sneak in here?
Yeah, I was thinking.
I've always been here. There's 12 people in here, and I said, why not 13?
Ah.
Yep.
Hey, nice.
Nice.
We'll
Darn
say
it.
if you are tanking the, try to be more vocal on tanking the thing, like when you're taking your stacks, because it does help. It helped me a lot when we were being very vocal. Because if you can get like a good rotation going, it's way easier to heal through. Like it's easier for the healers and the people doing it. If you know, like, I'm about to swap. I need to swap now. Swap in a bit. You know, like how much can you take? Depending on if you're using defensive or whatnot, you take more. Like when I was on my DK, I got up to 12, but when I was on my priest, I can't even go to 9. Or if my AMS was down, I can only go to 9.
So I had a problem healing, trying to target that crystal. When you said to do it, couldn't target it.
You don't target the crystal. You target you heal the person that it's shooting its beam at. And that's how you get stacks.
Oh, got it. Got it.
So that's why I died. Because Brandy. Makes sense.
Every time you heal the crystal target, you build up a stack, and then when you heal a tank that has one of the tank debuff, that will proc your buff that you have from healing the crystal target and give you a healing increase.
Okay.
So you want to build up your stacks by healing the target, and then you have to swap. I don't remember the max. I don't know the stacks, how much you can get, but you can have really high uptime on it. I did, instead of having high uptime on it, I just had higher stack numbers.
Got it. Yeah, that's why I wasn't really seeing my stacks because I had life boom rolling on the tank and it was probably just instantly popping my stacks.
Yeah, so you want to focus. If you're healing the target, you're only healing the target because healing the tank will instantly pop them.
Okay.
It should be Vital Spark, I believe, is the buff.
All right, we got 20
Yeah.
minutes left in raid, so let's make these last couple pulls count. I get a mage buff real quick. Number one goal here is to get this guy down today, so let's do our best. All right. Here we go.
I got first.
You ready to taunt Dorch?
They can take it now.
All right, taunt.
Got him.
AMS.
All right, I'm swapping the Dorch. So Gal, you heal the shard target.
Big heals.
I'll take it when he needs to move.
Just wait for bro.
Okay, Gal, swap back to the healing the tanks.
All right, swapping. Dorch, I taunted.
Okay.
Get ready for big heals. Big heals on me, please.
Spicy, heal spicy.
Big heals. Oh, I'm done. Sorry, that one is very fast. You gotta be able to out heal 250. Get Dorj up.
And take it.
Dorj down.
Should I be taking stacks from the crystal or should I be avoiding it?
I'm sorry?
Crystal is a DPS mechanic that the DPS need to do.
Yeah.
The DPS and healer mechanic.
We got him to 44% though. That was really good.
So you should be rotating it between the DPS, and depending on your defensive is how many stacks you should be looking to. But once you get to 9 stacks, that's when it starts to get sketch.
I see. My hots don't really count for that torment thing. It needs to be direct heals.
Need big throughput for the Dark Blade phase. You had me on the first hit, but the second hit I just died.
Yeah, I just need enough stacks to be able to heal you through that.
Yeah, for sure.
Or I guess whichever one currently has the tanks. Need to have enough stacks to be able to heal you through that.
Get another mage buff and we should be good. Alright. Let's get her going.
Got it.
Go ahead and taunt Torch.
Take it.
Got it.
Alright. Swap to healing the crystal targets, Gal.
Yeah, it's good. I'll take it next. I got it.
Okay, swap to healing the tank.
Seconds on big throughput for heals. Get ready.
Let me take.
Alright, taunting Torch. I got it. Popping cooldowns.
Turn on the left side. I still can't take it yet.
Oh, excuse me, Dorch, taunt back. Fuck.
I got it.
Blade. The fuck?
I can get it now. if
And
needed.
okay.
I got you.
Taking it.
Get Dorch rebuff as soon as you can. Okay. Taunt it, Dorch. Actually, never mind. Don't taunt it, Dorch.
Next to Tio. I still have 10 seconds, so I can't take it yet.
Okay, big throughput on heals. All on spicy, please.
Taking
Dorch,
it.
after this phase, taunt that. Big heals, please. About to go down. Dead.
I have no mana.
By the fire elemental.
Should be good here to clean
Take
it
it.
up. Hit hero.
Take it.
Dorch, AMS. Do you have IBF up?
No.
Okay. Get ready to save one of your cooldowns.
Paints up if you can.
Now.
Taking for 2.
Finish it up, guys. Y'all got it. 10%.
I'm gonna take it.
Vamp blood if you have it.
No.
Honestly, anything at this point.
Barrier
Yeah,
on him
trust
if
me,
you
I'm pushing
can.
all the buttons.
Alright, this is big one. He's gonna get nuked. Finish it up, guys. You'll
Kill
get
him.
2%.
We got
1%. Kill it.
Just kill him.
Kill it. Nice.
Good
Easy.
job, guys.
And no
Piece of
unimportant
cake.
fact.
True.
That fight fucking sucks as a resto druid.
Yeah, no doubt.
The direct heal thing.
Damn.
Oh my god, my mana. My poor little mana.
Oh, hell yeah. Great job, guys.
Ooh, I'm gonna need on that sword for transmog.